Hello and welcome to a brief video where I'm going to show you how to use this paper circuit template. You'll notice on the top I have the list of materials. If you want to purchase any of these materials, there's a supply list here where I source them. And then finally there are the steps that you'll follow to put this paper circuit together. So let's get our supplies together. So first, here's a binder clip. Here's a 3-volt battery, coin cell battery. Have some copper tape. And a little out of order, here is our LED. Let's see if that will focus. Maybe not. One thing to point out, both in the drawing and in this actual LED, you'll notice one leg is a little longer. You can test this out to see which leg goes on the positive side of the battery. So if I can just stick the battery in like that and it will illuminate. So why don't you check that out? Find the positive lead where that goes. The top of the battery is positive, bottom is negative. Okay. So first we're going to estimate the length of cord that we need. So I'm just going to take this copper tape and I'm going to estimate on this gray line that I've added for you. And please note that that gray line does extend across the circle but not over the circle. So I'm going to tear mine right there. Okay. And this can be a little tricky, but sometimes it takes a little to get that edge off. Once you have the tape peeled, don't peel all the backer off. So I just start with a little small section and then we'll peel as we go. So I'm going to start at that negative lead on this circle, which is the battery, represents where the battery is going to go. I'm going to go all the way across to where that 90-degree angle is. And you'll notice that I'm not going to tear the tape. I want to keep this as one continuous piece of copper tape. And there's a little trick for this. First, what we can do is we can fold it in the opposite direction. So I want to go this way. So first I'm going to fold it down like that. You'll get a little 45-degree angle crease. And then you can turn up. And then I'm just going to take that tape, go right there. Okay? Looks like my estimate worked out pretty well. It's okay if they're not exact. The important thing is we do not want these two lines touching each other. That would cause a short circuit. So now I'm going to take my other lead. I'm going to place it as so. And across, looks like I'll tear right there. Okay. Once again, I'm just peeling just maybe about ½ an inch back on the tape. I'm going to start at the circle. I'm going to go all the way across the circle. Okay. I'm going to go all the way to the corner of my line. And you guessed it, I'm going to fold the opposite direction again. So I'm going to fold down. And I'm just going to press it with my finger to make the crease at that 45-degree angle in the tape. And then you can fold up and place the tape. Let's see, I went a little too far with that one, but that's okay. This will still work. Now, if your corners, I've done this a couple times, so I've gotten pretty good at the corners. If your corners don't look as flat, that's totally fine. Won't affect the circuit. What will affect the circuit is if you decide to tear it and then turn it, because the adhesive, although it is conductive, it's not very conductive. Okay, now the next step, I'm going to notice that I see the positive over here. So I'm going to check my LED, and let's see. My positive is the longer of the two legs. So in this case, it's this one. Nope, this one right there. A little hard, I'm working backwards. But that is the longer one. So I'm going to put that towards the positive. So that will be this outside line. I'm going to bend my LED. So I'm going to just take my finger, push that like that, push that there. Okay. And then sometimes it can also be helpful if you put some bends in this. It will just kind of help it stand up a little bit. So I just kind of bend it like that. It can help it give it a little more surface area when it makes contact with the strip of tape. So if I go like this, okay, my longer side, and sometimes once you do that bend, it can be hard to see which the longer side is. You can also feel for a flat spot. There's a flat spot on one side. That is on the negative side. So I'm going to try this out. We can always turn it around if we have to, or we can turn the battery around. And you'll notice that by putting those little bends, now it makes more surface area, it makes better contact with the tape, and it also can stand up by itself. Now I'm going to take, I should have some tape left, let's see, some scraps. I'm just going to tear 2 pieces about maybe 1 inch long each. And I'm going to peel those off. Place that on there, and I use my fingernail to kind of push that down so it's a snug fit. Do the same thing on the other side. Use my fingernail to really make sure that that tape grabs on and my light is secure. And now let's see, I've done step 1, 2, and 3. Now I can come to step 4. First I'm just going to fold the paper on that dotted line. What this fold lets us do is it lets us touch each side of the battery without crossing the lines. I'm going to place the negative side down, positive side up, and you'll notice my light illuminated. And if I want to keep this illuminated, I just put this binder clip here, and that is the basics of getting started with a paper circuit. I've created this template for you to keep as a reference, but now I would encourage you to try to make something maybe a little more artistic by using the cardstock that we have in the classroom, and maybe you might make a greeting card for someone. This was to give you, to train you in the basics, but now you're ready for a more advanced paper circuit. Thanks for learning with me, and I'll see you next time.